Okay, here we are. It's raining, it's pouring. The old man is snoring.
As the seas were building and the wind was picking up, we were becoming increasingly anxious and aware of the signs of a low-pressure system. One of the things I admire most about being out at sea is the complete vulnerability to the elements. You have to confront whatever Mother Nature throws at you. There's no pause button. You can't avoid it, and you can't quit. Once the journey starts, you are committed to surviving the conditions she gives you until you get safely to port.
We got some rain! I took a free shower. Sometimes it gusts up to 20, but we're just fine with one reef in the head sail and a full mizzen, and it's doing great. The sea's calmed down a little bit too. But it felt good to take a shower. Nature's shower. When we were in the storm, it was actually really comfortable. It's only on the edge of the storm where it reaches like over 20 knots. And it's just a little battle. Luckily, Speedy and I put in the first reef in the head sail, so it helped a lot.
Okay, so it is Thursday, day 4. We have 390 nautical miles left, so we're more than halfway. And we have some waves. Darren swears they're 2 meter average. I feel like they're 20 meter. We're surfing along them in the wind, and boats rocking back and forth. But it's actually kind of fun once you get into it. Man, when I was laying down or just watching it, it was pretty rough. But once you're driving it, it's pretty fun.
How are you feeling about today's sail?
Good. We're making terrific progress. The waves are behind us. We're being pushed exactly where we want to go, which is kind of rare in sailing. These are probably the biggest waves I think we've had to like sail through, but it's just so odd that they have they're like really disorganized. I think it's like two swells that are kind of coming together, and like we're the washing machine right in the middle. And there's really not much wind. It's only like 20 knots true wind. But the swells are just massive and awkward and breaking in really short periods, so yeah, it makes it uncomfortable. But we're still going where we want to go. Yeah, and the boat's feeling good. Tune it up a bit. I think I like it. And then I'm kind of dreading the end of this part where the wind dies down to like nothing, and I feel like we're going to be left with the same sea state and no wind.
It's even worse.
Yeah, which would be terrible. So hopefully that won't happen. Hopefully the seas will just calm down with the wind. But we'll see in a day or two. A little intimidating tonight because we had a big sea state through the day. That's fine, but now we sailed right into a little storm. So there's lightning and pelting rain and pretty strong wind gusts. But we got the boat all settled down. We have just a scrap ahead sail out. We're still doing 5 knots, running with the wind, and we're doing like 5 knots through the water. That's pretty good. Okay, well, things are gusting a little high, 30 knots. Do you think you can reef it in this condition?
No, not by myself.
Do you think you can hand steer?
Yeah.
Keep it between 0 and 30 on the compass. Okay, we just have a scrap now.
Alright.
That's the squall line.
Yeah.
Hold now.
Crazy.
All hands steer. Pick up the boat. Look at that, just a little scrap of sail and we're doing 6 knots. Yeah, we gotta slow the boat down. Yeah, that's it. Just need to do that. We gotta raise our distance. Yeah, this thing can't last forever.
This was the most intimidating storm we had encountered on our journey thus far. What you heard were some of the moments running with the storm. However, we did not capture that after several hours of this, mentally drained and physically exhausted, we hove to ride out the remainder of the storm and get some rest.
Alright, we had another squall, of course, on my shift. Yeah. Just developed right over me. I made the mistake and didn't take down the main early enough because I thought we were going to get through it. And unfortunately, we didn't make it through it. Instead, it just got bigger over top of us. The wind hit and I needed help. So Speedy got the helm.
And then fucked up everything immediately.
It's all good, we recovered. And Darren unfortunately had to wake up from his sleep.
Long sleep, yeah, I've been at it for a good hour so far. My hour sleep to recover from like Monday.
So we ended up taking down the main, reefing the mizzen, or reefing the head sail, and the mizzen already has a reef, so that's nice. And we're just trying to get through this storm.
So it's been an interesting last 18 hours like that. And pretty crazy to me. It seems that they've been okay with it. Pretty crazy to me. We had some really bad storms last night, and the seas actually calmed down a little bit. The weather was just terrible. And we ended up doing heave 2. And once the storm passed, Darren took over and sailed all night by himself, which was awesome. And it's been a good experience for me, I'll tell you. Not really. It's not a pleasure cruise, I'll tell you that. But we're going, and we're moving along now about 5 knots with motor, and just kind of waiting for the wind. Once the wind picks up, we'll shut the motor down, and the sails back out. Keep doing our thing.
Woohoo! Bow time!
as frustrating as day 4 and beginning of day 5 were with all the storm and all the stuff. End of day 5 ended up being really, really peaceful, really nice. We had a beautiful sunset, and things are going really well. We're traveling 6 knots. We've got 236 miles left till our destination, and this has been one of my best nights of sailing, knock on wood, because the seas are somewhat cooperating, the wind is somewhat cooperating, and I'm feeling pretty good. It's gotten a little chilly, it's dropped quite a bit, so thanks to Andy for the first layer of jacket that I put on. And yeah, it's really, really nice evening.
Hey, good morning. Well, I'm just done with my night shift, almost done. And it's really noticeable with the sunrise now. It's becoming a little bit earlier as we move further north. I just looked at the GPS and we're at 28 degrees north, which is exactly 10 degrees more than we started. So we were at 18 in Puerto Rico and all the way up to 28. And eventually we'll get up to around 44 in Maine. And so it's really cool to see the changes of like all the kind of conditions. I mean, not only the sunrise is a little bit earlier and we're getting later in the air, but the sea temperature has dropped from 83 in Puerto Rico down to 75 now. And then the air temperature has dropped. As you can see, I'm wearing a nice warm jacket. Never thought I'd be wearing a jacket like this for the sailing that we're doing. This day going forward should be a really good sailing day. I think we might have a little bit, or another little cold front that we have to contend with, I think, in the next day. And then after that, it should be smooth sailing to Bermuda. And also this shift, it was nice to see the moon rise. And actually it caught me off guard because we had a little bit of starlight. And then as it rose, I looked over and I thought it was like a big ship. I'm like, oh no, how did that get so close to us? And I realized it was just the moon. So when we sailed through that low, yeah, we had 30 plus knots and it was pretty gusty. The only thing it looks like we lost is the cover to our dinghy motor. It's a little cloth cover, but I think it jettisoned rather quickly, unfortunately. So we'll have to sew up another cover or come up with another solution. The other failure we had through that storm was the clue of the sail. See, this guy just popped right out of its track. And we also found the reefing line quickly chafed through here. Put another reefing line on. This line was pretty old, so it may have already had some problem with it, but yeah, nonetheless, a lot of force on that bad boy.
It's Saturday, day 6. It's noon, I just got off my shift. And man, it's been a good day. I mean, it's beautiful out, weather's awesome, there's just no wind. And that makes for a really depressing sail. You know, it's like we go from too much wind and crazy waves and stuff to a pretty calm sea and no wind. And I think I kind of missed the wind and craziness. It at least made the day go by faster, man. It's like this day is just dragging on. I just want to move, you know, it's like I just want to go forward, and I feel like, you know, we're going like 3 knots, and it's just not the day for me. Just keep doing this, and sitting at 3 knots and bobbing around, I feel like I'm stuck in the middle of the ocean, but I mean, there's worse places to be, right?
197 miles to Bermuda, and the wind has died. It was kind of predicted. We didn't think it'd die this much though, but even with the spinnaker, we were just barely moving. I thought, let's do a little swim break, because nothing but nice, clear Atlantic Ocean. All right, let's go get our swim on. Okay, I'm going in. Oh, wow. Make it a good one. Oh, it's like the perfect cool-off temperature.
I cannot believe you guys have been fucking doing this. Y'all.
You got this, buddy. At least we're not doing it naked. You got it. Go, 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 go. Come on, yeah! Woo! Yeah! You just won the Panda Boat Championship of the Atlantic Ocean!
Yay! I won!
Wait a minute. What?
Is it alive?
Something is wrong with this fish.
Weird. What is that?
It's like super skinny.
And it's got lumps.
There's this bird that has flown in our cockpit twice. Oh, I did it.
This is a stage rally in like a school bus.
Speedy got showered for this occasion. I didn't shower.
No, you haven't showered. You're the only one that hasn't showered.
It shows.
Gross. You're nasty. Please wash your face.
You wash your face.
This is not from. I'm
Just jump.
I do cars and land.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh God.
Right in the crotch.